Bro, Democrats said we'll wait till
Where
after
you
the
at?
election.
Where you at? Where you at? Move, man. You gotta move in, bro. You gotta move in. You got.
I'm
You
ready.
gotta
I'm gonna
bring it
turn this on.
in. You gotta bring it in, son, man.
We just start.
Yeah, we starting.
All right.
We on the Grunt Speak page, bro.
Hey, Grunt Speak. Let me hit the
Okay, so here's what
latrine.
we gonna
I'm
need
about
to
to hit the
do.
latrine
All
right quick. The
right.
latrine. Hey, you heard that bitch last
Yeah,
time you heard that?
latrine.
When the
Yeah,
last time y'all heard
the
the latrine,
latrine.
man? Hey, I still tell my girl what a child at. Let me get back
Ooh,
right
yeah,
quick.
you do.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I remember you saying that the last time we was
Well,
moving or
shit.
something. You gotta
What
go
else
grab
is
some
food?
child.
Why not be like, what's up for child?
That's true. Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Big Sarge. Big Sarge, in charge of myself. Big Sarge, in charge of myself. And hopefully you're in charge of yourself. Welcome to another episode and edition of Grunt Speak by Grunts for Grunts, where everybody is welcome, but everybody cannot and will not be a member. You are definitely in the family. You in the brigade. We rock with you. We love the support that you bring to us from us. But if you don't hold that thing that certain of us, amount of us hold MOS identifier 11 Bravo, 0311 for the Marines, 11 Charlies,
11 Mike.
11 Mikes. So you know what it is. Grunt Speak by Grunts for Grunts, where everybody's welcome, everybody cannot, will not be a member. PSA. This may not be for kids, but kids will benefit from it. This may not be for kids, but kids will benefit from it. If you are willing to listen to the message and not just judge the messengers as the grunts speak about the things grunts go through in life, so we can help our fellow grunts and their wife and their family how to get to a better place in life so they can enjoy the life that they live in. You ain't making home from the war to still be torn. So it's time for our grunts to speak. This is episode 1 on the Grunt Speak page. So we just gonna start here. This episode 1 on the Grunt Speak page. Mark it. 10/18/2020, episode 1. Make sure you share this video, comment down below. If you watching on Ethan Smith page, make sure you switch over to the Grunt Speak page and share it on your page. So I gotta check and see. Thank you, sir, for my apple cider. So I gotta check and see. We have to check and see how it's showing up on our page, because if it's showing live on the page, how do you
It's live.
watch
It's
it
right here.
on the page?
Grunt Speak.
Okay, well, you let me know if you can pull it up. And I have to call Whiskey Charlie.
Trying to go live on my shit, man. My bad. We
No,
we
you
still
good.
get shit set up, people. But we love y'all, man. All our new shit that we got going on, man. We still developing. But hey, as long as y'all stick with us, man, we gonna get this train rolling, man. Got my little Louisiana slur going on, but hey, I'm still Killer Wolf, baby. New shit that we got going on, man. We still developing. But hey, as long as y'all stick with us, man, we gonna get this train rolling, man. Got my little Louisiana slur going on, but hey, I'm still Killer Wolf, baby. New shit that we got going on, man. We still developing.
Okay, we gotta clean this up. Let's talk about.
That's right. What we got? What we got? I'm live.
Let's talk. Let's talk about being. Okay, we gotta clean this up. Let's talk about being prepared.
That's right.
I don't know what's going on here, man. Let's talk about.
Cause they gonna hear the echo every
I
time.
am. I was just looking to see if it was
We up.
actually. Yeah, we are up. But what I was looking to do is to share to one of our Facebook pages, because a lot of people may not know
Right.
that we're on this page. So that's what I was looking to see if it was
To
actually
go
showing.
live on that page.
Yeah, because we did go live from the Grunt Speak page. So what I wanted to do
Yeah,
was go
'cause
to
it-
my
It
page.
came up on my shit, so everybody that's on there right now go get a notification that we live. That's what it did on my phone.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go live
Yeah.
then. Here we is, Grunts, and we speaking on it. So we don't have to talk about being prepared. We could talk about a number of things because it's a number of things that we already talked about. Whiskey Charlie, when you out there, tap in here. Whiskey Charlie, when you out there, tap in here. We miss you, brother. We know you taking care of business, doing what you got to do.
Making
for
that
the
money,
family.
making that skrilla.
Making it happen, making it happen. So, we've talked about a number of things in the 15, 20 minutes we had to prepare, you know, before we got into
did.
the show. We really didn't come with a topic per se. We have several that we can go into.
All right. We just pick one, just gonna roll on into
Man,
that
you know,
motherfucker.
we just gonna finish letting that thing flow how it was flowing,
Right.
and we had turned it into something. Because what we were talking about is everything from relationships and making choices to move on and move forward. Really, because that's what it boiled down to: making choices,
Emotions, we're talking about all that shit.
all that.
Yeah. So which one you want to get on that bit?
Man, we're gonna get on any one of them. We're gonna get on emotions. Let's get on emotions.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah, that's a very important one.
What I see now, especially the way the country been going right now, like last time, I don't know if y'all seen.
Oh, that's right.
our
Oh, I don't
episode.
mean to cut you off, brother. I don't mean to cut you off.
What
We
you
can
got?
tie this into emotions because it's gonna be very emotional.
Emotions
And
make you cry sometimes.
See, I was thinking Carl Thomas. I'm emotional.
They got some shit to
and
go
I
with them
can't let go. Anyhow,
Yeah, that be wrong. That shit do be
So
wrong.
look,
though.
this will tie right into what we were talking about: emotions and how do you handle and control your emotions, especially being
Right.
a grunt, being an aggressive alpha male, being trained to kill, being trained to attack, being trained to kind of shut your emotions down.
Right.
Because you in the combat situation. So this one's gonna evoke some emotions, right?
Right.
What we were talking about before we went live, and you was like, I'm gonna save this one for when we go live, because we talked about so much.
Right.
You were touching on the not the vote per se, the politics, but we were touching on what Ice Cube was talking about,
Right.
what he was saying in his manifesto, and you were
Right,
talking about
right.
he sat down, they talked to Trump, and you was getting ready to tell that story. So, what did you get out of that? Because I watched the Ice Cube thing too. I posted it.
That's
back
what
on
I
my
got
page.
out of it.
Emotions. We talking about how what it made
You
you
have
feel.
a lot of black folks call themselves disowning Ice Cube. You know what I'm talking about? Ice Cube. Come on. These cats went against the government back in what was
80s?
that? 80s?
89?
NWA, fuck the police, all
Yeah,
that shit.
89.
So basically this guy got on CNN with what's that cat name with the curly hair?
I don't watch it. I don't know. Brian Gumbo?
No. I don't even know who that nigga is. But hey, he got on that bitch, bro, and said, hey, I'm not endorsing any party.
Yeah.
He said basically what we get crossed up in and get divided at is these parties and shit like that. He said, I'm looking at the motherfucker that's trying to do something for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, who
Yeah.
go actually take us serious? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many years has been presidents? That
Yeah.
ain't shit accomplished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This guy put some shit together and came out with some shit.
A 22-page contract.
Instead of
Black
just
America.
talking up, hey, I don't have to like, you know what I'm saying, who's in charge. But who the fuck is gonna do something for us, me, who looks like me? You know what I'm saying? It's the motherfucking case, man, because you work for racist motherfuckers all the time. Now, like I said, I don't endorse Trump, none of that bullshit. But at the same time, Cube came up with some shit that really needs to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? Reparations. You know what I'm saying? People, when they bring that shit up, black folks laugh about it. Like, hey, you'll never get that shit. Like, this guy actually wrote this shit up in the contract.
I know. Yeah, 20.
Like, hey, this is what needs to happen.
He said the
With other
Republicans came
shit.
to the table with 50 billion or 500 billion. He's like, nah, we still working on some stuff. I was just watching the video earlier today. I reposted to my page.
It wasn't that much. But they was willing to talk during, I think that politics is taking a lot from things. You know what I'm saying? I think whatever candidate that could get up there and do something for, you know, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Black folks, white folks, Dominicans, because hey, you got Puerto Rico, bruh, part of the United States, but they're not allowed to participate, I don't think, in an election. Vote.
Why wouldn't they be?
I don't think they are. Look it up.
All right.
They part of, hey, they make up how many states? If I would hope somebody get on here and prove if I'm wrong, but I don't think they could vote on presidential candidates in the United States that they part of, bro.
Well, I got my phone.
We might have to fact check.
I'm gonna fact check it right now.
So
that's good to know. Keep going, brother.
I really think, man.
So
we all here as people, man. We trying to survive and get equal opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Fuck red, fuck blue. We all need to come together as, you know, as people, as human beings. We here, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, some people don't see it that way, though. You know, I guess that's why we had that divide or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Look that shit up, though, with that Puerto Rican shit, man. Do we have any Puerto Ricans on the page? They might know. I'm just trying to see.
Residents of Puerto Rico and other U.S. territories do not have voting representation in the United States Congress. Hold on. And are not entitled to electoral votes for president. Puerto Rico is a territory under the sovereignty of the federal government, but is not part of any state, nor is it a state itself.
You see that? The part of the United States, though. But they can't vote. Ain't that some shit? But hey, what we at now, though?
I have to look deeper into this because...
Oh, it's true.
No. I'm not saying that it's not true. I'm just saying that I can be reading it in a different way, because the way I'm reading it, what it says... Residents of Puerto Rico and other U.S. territories do not have voting representation in the United States Congress and are not entitled to electoral votes for the president. Exactly. So what that says to me is they have the right to vote, but they don't have a senator or anything representing them.
And who decides?
That's how I'm reading that.
That electoral vote decides the president.
That's why I don't vote, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not bragging about it. I'm not knocking it. I understand the history of voting from an African American perspective, from a white perspective. I understand it from a perspective that I need to understand voting. I definitely do not go vote for the president because I truly don't see my vote counted. It's sort of like Cube talking about.
No.
There's been several presidents, and what have I seen different? When I know the Electoral College is who picks the president. Now, if I want to really help, who I need to start voting for is my city councils, the city clerks, and then you want to start getting to your state representatives.
The governors.
And hopefully, though, by then, they not up a creek without a paddle either. But anyhow.
Yeah, you got to vote for your, your senators, mayors, governors.
Absolutely.
That's what
you affect change there.
That's what a change happens in your, where you live, in your community. Now, me, I vote all around. I vote for presidents. I vote for all that shit. But... I don't downplay people that don't vote. You know what I'm saying? Because it's their choice. You know what I'm saying? Just like us being U.S. infantrymen, we fought for y'all right to do whatever the fuck you want to do at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
But here's my thing. I personally don't see it that way. I didn't fight for their right to be free. I got into the army because I needed a different life. I didn't do it just to be a super patriot.
Nah.
I fought because the dude on my right and left was there fighting too. Now, I understand the symbolism of it for America.
That's what it is.
I didn't personally do it for that, though.
Exactly.
Now, I understand the symbolism of it.
Symbolism of it.
I ain't personally do it because I wanted y'all to sleep good at night. I wanted my family to sleep better and do better in life.
I was just
but
trying
once
to church it up, but he
No,
let it out.
I ain't. Once I became part of the brotherhood, though, I was fighting for that brotherhood
Right.
and they families that they had back at home. It wasn't just about the billions of people in America
Because-
still, you know, doing
Yeah,
what they do.
because on the cool, America makes the rules. You know, we can go fight over here or fight over there, but when we come back, it's America who makes the rules. It ain't us fighting for no freedom. America, you know, have to give it all. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Here's the thing, man. Again, we were talking about at the beginning of this emotions. And it all goes back to emotions based
Right.
on what you feel for voting, what you feel for politics, what you feel for Ice Cube, NWA. It's all your emotions. So if you
Right.
allow your emotions to make you say, you know what, dog, how dare you sit here and say, you know, I'm a bad person for not voting. I thought we was boys. Now
Right.
my emotion get the best of me, my little ego hurt or your pride hurt, and then you throw a relationship away, you throw a friendship away because you won't check your emotions. You'll
And you-
understand that people got their own feelings and emotions.
And you kind of missed the fucking point. You know, it's easy. This what I think about life. It's easy to put on gloves and go at each other. It's harder to get along.
It's hard to get along and talk because then you have to tap into an emotion as a black man. I don't know about you in Baton Rouge. We was just talking about life.
Right.
And I was asking you about relationship. And I'm like, so, you've been pretty loyal. You're like, yeah, my father was loyal. My mama was loyal. I'm like, bro, I was the complete opposite. I'm not saying my daddy wasn't loyal. I ain't saying my mama wasn't loyal. But
Nah.
I'm saying I seen, it was just,
Let me say this. I'm not perfect. I did some shit.
no, I'm not
But
saying that.
I'm just saying, like, far as my pops, man, he like the most loyal motherfucker you could see. My mom, she the same way. You know what I'm saying? Now, my grandma was a hell raiser. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, I figure I'm not about to fucking waste your time. Or, you know, if anything, I'll fuck with you, but at the same time, I'm not about to waste your time. Talking about I love y'all, this shit with the females, all that bullshit. I'm married, man. Need to put my ring on. But at the same time, you know, I ain't about to waste your time.
I ain't even talking about now. I'm just talking about like back. I'm talking past tense.
Oh.
When we just talking about how we came up.
Now, school,
So I was
and shit, yeah, I was hell raised.
yeah, I'm just talking about past tense, but you know what I'm saying? How some people let their emotions get in the way, so they afraid to be loyal to what they represent. Like
Right.
even what you just said, Stiller Nation. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
people won't represent their team if they lose and their emotions in the way. Their feelings get hurt easy. They want to fight. It's too difficult to talk it out and deal with your emotions and express what you feeling in order to grow.
It's easier to fight than to get along.
Absolutely.
The crazy part is, like,
You know what? though?
motherfucker put gloves on to go against each other, but when it's time to come together, it's fucked up.
You know what though, Grunts? It's like the reason why we lose 22 soldiers a day because it just ain't nobody to talk to.
Brotherhood.
It ain't nobody really to listen. Like we know it. I ain't saying the VA is all horrible, but everything has flaws.
They fucked up. Let me say that. Them motherfuckers fucked up, man. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I've been benefited the opportunity up here in Austin, like for us with dental, everything. You know what I'm saying? They got their shit too, but to me, this is one of the better VA clinics up here in Austin. Maybe because I don't need too much assistance, whatever, for us with their care, but for what I've seen for us, dental cleaners, they on time every year, all that shit, man. Appointments, get up there with my appointments, they on time.
Is that because you get 100%? Because I ain't never heard nothing about no dental stuff.
Oh yeah,
bruh.
you get your cleaning every year. You got to.
See, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, you got pearly whites, man. This motherfucker
Yeah.
black as hell. Look at you see your pearly whites though, man. Look at him. Hell yeah, get your cleaners, man.
Hey man, now I wasn't even taking care of them like that.
We gotta take
bro.
care of ourselves.
Oh, absolutely. Because again, It's all a part of your emotions and how
Right.
you gonna feel. When you look good, you feel good is a true statement. You know what I'm saying? When you
Right.
financially well, when you spiritually well, when your relationship with your wife or your husband or
Right.
your significant other, when your relationship with your kids is right, all cylinders are clicking, bro.
You go thrive, man.
You gonna thrive.
You need an engine don't work if one cylinder ain't work. It works, but it's half-assed.
It's half. It's
But if
it's
you want
leaking.
to live life to the fullest, man, get all those cylinders working. Put the mirror up to yourself. Recognize your wrongs, your faults. Recognize your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? While you looking at the other person, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Period. It's not gonna work. And I tell people, it's not a recipe to the way that I love my wife. You know what I'm saying? We love each other. We treat each other as human beings. No one's here. You know what I'm saying? No one's there, Lord. You know what I'm saying? We both here and we still coming to the top. You have to have that ability to love each other and trust each other. It goes ways. You know what I'm saying? I know people fuck that up. It's loosely used, but if you have to worry about what your girl doing, bro, and she going out for dinner and drinks, or like say me and the bro here, like, hey man, hey, let's go to Hop Dotties. Let's have a drink. Your girl blowing you up all night. Where you at? Where you at? It's something going on at the house to make her feel that way. Because it's two sides to every story. My homie might be like, hey, why is she blowing me up like this? I'm like, what's going on, bro? Like, what did you do wrong or what's going on? But if you talk to her, she be like, nah, this motherfucker, let me tell you, she have a whole list of why she's where she at, bro. But just be real to yourself, man. That's it. And your relationship, everything else will go good.
So look,
Period.
I'm reading this book, The Four Agreements.
I might need to see that shit.
Listen, you remember when we was at DJ Knox's house?
It was some good shit going on. That boy making beats.
Yeah.
That boy cold, man. He
Yeah.
cold. He cold.
Shout out DJ Knox. Happy belated birthday. I seen on the book.
Oh, he had
a
a
birthday
birthday?
a couple days ago.
Salute, brother. Happy birthday, man.
So
That dog, man. That dog growled
Ghost.
at me one time, man. I couldn't come upstairs. Did he growl at you? Did you try to come
no,
up? He
Ghost,
growled.
that's the one I was passing Ghost down with me, man.
That was Franco. Franco, like, he growled at me too, bro. I couldn't come up. I was like, yeah, I ain't going up. I'm about to drink my shit right here. I'm at the stairs like this. He like, I like, you got it, brother. I'm about to wait for one of y'all come down, man. But yeah, salute to you. Happy birthday, big dog.
Ghost cool, man. She wasn't gonna do nothing to you, bro.
Ghost told me I wasn't coming upstairs. And I was about to go outside in that bitch.
But yeah, man, we was at DJ Knox's house, and Sonny, old boy that was playing the guitar when I was doing my speaking, he was telling me about
roommate,
this book.
okay, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
Four Agreements, and he had it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to check it out. I looked it up, and he had it, and he gave it to me.
Right.
So it took me a minute to start picking it up and get into it, and I'm like, man, because I used to do a lot of reading, so. Now that I kind of picked it up and got into it, it's a deep book. You were talking about emotions, and
Gotta control.
the Four Agreements.
We go bleep that bird out.
No, I'm Grunt Speak, bro. It's like I'm in the field. This the beginning stage. This like this is not episode 1, but this is episode 1
On the page,
on
yeah.
the page.
Yeah.
This episode 1,
It's
October
classic.
18th,
It's a
2020.
classic. It's a classic.
Episode 1, emotions.
Emotions
It's like
make
I
you cry
said.
sometime.
When I put it on the post, this page ain't for belittling, being in your feelings.
Being a bitch boy, none of that
All
shit.
that. No, this ain't about that. So anyhow, the Four Agreements is a pretty dope book, man. And I'm just gonna talk about the Four Agreements, and it's kind of a spiritual thing, an enlightening thing, a belief in self thing. It's a deep thing. And these Four Agreements about how you live life and have a happy life, successful life, keeping your emotions in check to get you through life, I thought was pretty dope. So it's what I've been reading last few days. So the Four Agreements. The first one is be impeccable with your word, meaning speak with integrity. Say only what you mean, Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or the group or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. That's one. Be impeccable with your word. Only speak good about yourself. Gotta check your emotions for that, don't you?
Yeah, you damn so dope.
Don't take anything personally.
Yeah.
Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Bruh. You gotta check your emotions not to be letting nobody else get to you. It's like you said, I ain't think about what nobody say, how I dress, what I do. I got my own haircut and
Right.
everything else. And I don't
That's
take
it.
it personally.
That's it. But yeah, man, emotions, man, that's the main thing. Motherfuckers can't check that shit at the door. With certain situations, me myself to the age I am now, you know what I'm saying, I'm learning more how to check them emotions. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time it's about listening and hearing what the fuck a motherfucker is talking about before you get to tearing them down. You know what I'm saying? You have your beliefs, they have their beliefs.
Absolutely.
At the same time, that don't mean that y'all can't manifest in the same motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? It's never that far aside unless you just old racist ass, bigot ass motherfucker. Yeah, you know.
I mean, if you just doing something that I don't
Yeah.
agree with, you super outlandish, you know, and I don't roll with that.
and then you
But
probably
I ain't judging you.
and then you probably just trying to talk to me, maybe to get your ass whooped. Maybe if you like that, you know, I will accept that and I will give you what you want. But at the same time, if
You been listening to that Tobe?
who?
Tobe Nuigwe? You ain't heard that?
Man, I ain't never heard that shit.
Oh,
Man.
come on, bruh. He got that one thing. Try Jesus. Please don't try me because I fight.
I tell a motherfucker, did you show him your WWJD bracelet? Like what Madea said, nigga. What would Jesus do bracelet? Show him your bracelet. I might need me one of them bitches. Show him my bracelet.
We're
I'm
gonna
like,
get
man,
some
get
Grunt
on.
Speak once. And then you put it on the inside.
Be like, fuck you, put a fuck you sign
Yeah.
on the inside on it.
WWWD. What will Wolf do?
Yeah.
Triple WD.
Be like the new wolf. Cause
Yeah.
well, nah. That
But
might
still
be
don't
like
matter.
what would Killer do back?
Hey.
That's what they need to know.
Here's the thing,
what
man.
would that man do?
Here's the thing, though. Killers evolve.
I think we'd evolved pretty
Yeah,
good. boy.
killers
Yeah.
evolve.
We'd evolved pretty good, man. You know.
Killers evolve.
We respect it.
Yeah, killers evolve because
know.
it's a part of evolving is a part of getting your emotions in check. What we started out talking about.
You gotta get that shit in check, man.
Because if you don't get your emotions in check, then everything else behind it starts to fall apart. Your family structure fall apart because
Right.
as a man leading, you don't got no emotions in check. You all over the place.
But at the same, because at the same time,
It's like this. Think about it like this.
You
It's
know.
like attempting to follow a PL or a PL or
And
a
they fucked
PSG,
up.
and they fucked up because they so far so far in the book, say
Yeah.
as a PL trying to do it by the regs,
Right.
that they don't let their instincts lead and guide them in their emotions. But then you got some that's so fucking emotional. I feel this, I feel that. They not doing the skills that we trained on to get us in a position to flow naturally.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
your
the
emotions-
lieutenants and shit that when I came fresh out of school, but this fucker's, well, especially the bit overseas 2 times before your ass came. Like, hey, sir, we're not just about to run over those wires. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They want to come
Yeah.
on the team, but you have to know most infantry units, we put y'all in check. Now, I don't know if no lieutenants on here or not, but give me wrong, but my killers know what it is. We put them motherfuckers in
I'm gonna
check.
be back.
We
You
gonna
gotta
put
hold
y'all
down.
in check, man, at all costs. But at the same time, man, emotions, bro, it comes and it goes, man. It comes and it goes, man. You just gotta know when you peak to that point. You have to know how to fall back sometimes and not like let that shit take charge of your motherfucking life, man. You have to know, like, hey, if you know it's some bullshit, hey, keep that mental note and let it know that it's some bullshit. But ain't no sense to flash now with motherfuckers, man. You just have to know how to control that shit. That's just what the fuck it is, man. Straight up. What's up, Leon? I see you on that bitch, man. Cliff. Everybody on there already. But yeah, we about to get on some other shit. Soon as the homie come on back through this bitch, man. About to get on some other shit, get this shit poppin', man. You know, same shit. Grunt Speak, baby, getting it pop. What's y'all team out there, man? It's still a nation over here. I know Leon, he a Bear fan. Cliff, I don't know what fan you is. You might be Saints. I don't know though. I ain't never been a Saints fan. I'm from Louisiana. Got the shit tattooed in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? I've been a Pittsburgh fan. But what's your team, Mike? Well, yeah, there you go. There, talking right now. Talking myself. Try that.
You say you're talking yourself after that. Shooter say, man, I don't be doing all that talking. I do assists, man. That's like my wife, man. She like, nah, I'm just here to do an assist. If I have something, I have something. Then
I'm
when
on the sideline, dude. Man.
When I got
not
something,
really sideline.
It's not even sideline. It's just that you operate more introverted than extroverted. When you say something, it's something that you really got to say. Again, my wife is the same. They don't get wrapped up too much in their emotions. It's about the facts. It's not about the feelings. You know what I'm saying? Having the ability to feel, but not focus on just the feelings. And sometimes when people get so busy focused on the feelings, they don't see the facts, the things that going wrong in their life or things that's going bad in your life. You don't see the facts that, okay, you might need help with something in your life. You might need guidance. You might need a mentor. You might need a coach in your life. But your emotions are so much in the way that you on a roller coaster and you going up and down in your life. And that's really no way to live life. I remember we would have those times, you know, you got guys in the infantry, basic training times or just in the unit period who before the fight they're emotionally charged and you think they're going to be ready for the fight, and then once bullets start to fly, then they out of there, they back out, they panic, they freak out. And it's the guys who are the most laid back and the most chill who take charge of their emotions in the fight and be able to take the fight to the enemy.
That's what we about to get on.
What up? What you got?
We about to get on. What time is it?
You got dogs.
Okay. We about to get on. Like for us getting out the military. I talked to the bro right down the street.
Okay, get on it then. How your emotions is getting out the military?
I think for a lot of people it's like what else they go do after that for us getting their income and shit like that. Some it's just about self-respect of who they are, you know what I'm saying, special forces, infantry, all that shit. To come from a special forces person or whatever, Navy SEAL, all that shit, paratrooper, just to be a regular person. How do people adjust?
I'm not a special forces dude, but I learned real freaking quick. I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
Right.
And what I mean by that is I enjoyed the infantry for the fun, crazy shit you got to do, but I ain't want to kill people all the time. So I knew for me, going special forces and all that type of hood behind the line shit, after I got done with that, only thing I could do is possibly be a cop, or I got to be a barbarian and an assassin the rest of my days.
Or a contractor.
A contractor. And that's not who I am as a person. That's just a picture that I seen of it. It's right. Like an old football coach. You got all these great victories, but you ain't never been with your family because you was always studying and training and fighting and preparing to be the tip of the spear. But now you're alone and you drinking yourself. I don't want that, bro.
Right.
And I've met special forces people. You know what I'm saying? Some of them say it's good. Some of them say it's not as all that cracked up to be.
Nah.
You remember our drill sergeant? You remember drill sergeant for 4th platoon? Who had got selected for selections and was talking about the hell with his wife and she go.
Yeah, he was crazy motherfucker. But look, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It came to a point in Iraq that we do our thing. Of course, we do
Absolutely.
This is what I say. We do our job.
Absolutely. No, I live by a simple rule. I go to jail
So-
before I go home in the box. That was my mindset when I was in Iraq in 06, 07. Fortunately for me, I didn't have to get put in that compromising position.
It got a point that.
Everything I did was by the book. I got the paperwork to prove.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, we got all that. Don't try to incriminate us. This is Grunt Speak. Hey, we might need to put that in there. Don't try to incriminate me for what I say.
Put that in insurance
Have
bucket
us on the
for
news
later.
or some shit.
You-
Man, matter of fact, I might need to switch that conversation on up. I'm glad we posted that up, man. Hold up. Hey, Grunt Speak, baby, we on there. Is that? Can you still hear that? Or can I turn
Yeah,
that
you
right?
good. You can do whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'll make sure that microphone.
No, that microphone is what's the name? I don't know if you remember when we did barbershop edition expression sessions.
Right.
I was all up on the microphone talking close, and the closer you are to the mic, the more distorted it is.
Oh, okay,
So that
you're
microphone is actually a decent microphone, very decent microphone. But yeah, man, again, talking emotions of how you feeling. Getting out of the military, and how we got off
How
into
you
the
gonna
whole
make
special
money?
forces thing.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of your neighbor, whether he was special forces, Navy SEAL, not knowing what he was, but it was something
Color
to
guard.
where
Color
guard or whatever.
guard.
It was something, but he was the elite of the elite color guard. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, the
it was
Pentagon
something.
up there.
But now that you may have to be done, your term of service is over. You've been doing that for 20 plus years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What do you do?
Especially if a motherfucker did that shit 20 years. Bro, I think I did that shit maybe about 6. And I thought I was the top on the fucking world, bro. Like, I come back to the civilian, like, you can't tell me shit. Like, what, nigga, who is you? I'm this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me shit. I'm United States. I'm the wolf that keep the wolves at bay. That's how I felt. That's how I still feel to this day. But at the same time, that's just me. But you know, from
So you came out of that boy like, hey,
I'm still
Sarge
there.
Wolf.
I'm still there. Big Wolf, Killer 6. Y'all know who it is. But hey, at the same time, man, how do you adjust from being that person? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like an alter ego.
Yeah, it is.
Because most motherfuckers would not know you out here in the civilian world from
No.
the military.
No.
It's kind of like alter ego.
No,
Shit crazy.
it's two different. I say this several times on my own show on expression sessions, man. All of us got about 8, 9, 10 personalities. You just get to decide which one gonna be in charge. Because when you in that infantry life and
I
you
think
in that world,
that's that part of the brain, the work. Then when you come home, maybe
the
it's that part. Maybe it's this thing.
dang, I can't even get it. The prefront. I can't even get the word out of my mouth. The
Prefrontal ritual or some
No,
shit, probably.
prefrontal cortex, the brain, before the hippocampus, the peripheral cortex. It's,
Bro, I wouldn't know nothing about campus. Oh, LSU campus, none of that shit.
hippocampus, bruh. It's the area where you store. Don't worry about it. So
We grunts, baby.
anyway,
We don't know nothing about that.
where was we at,
Alpha
man? Yeah, I don't even know
Alter egos.
Alter ego,
from
yeah.
Military to
alter ego, right? So
Civilian.
anyhow, you learn to adapt. You know what I'm saying? You learn to adapt, and when you in the infantry, though, you already separated from the rest of the military. Anyhow, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? So when you get back into the civilian world, and you expect to hold yourself at a high standard. You do come out. Even I was doing National Guard time. You do come out with like a chip on your shoulder of because you held to a different standard.
I
to
hold
do stuff.
myself to a different sound
Absolutely.
to this day. You know what I'm saying? I know a few of my battle buds disagree with me because they, do their thing. And I appreciate y'all, but we was killing shit up. But hey, the military was not going to be the best years of my life.
Absolutely.
I was not about to live the best years of my life and then get out and just do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to try to grow. I'm going to continue to use that knowledge that I have in the military to better myself. The physical fitness, all that shit. We all know how to stay in shape, but we just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I do it, but I ain't saying it like,
No, you saying it.
Shit
How
like
you,
that, but-
here's the thing. Look. The 4 agreements. Number 2, don't take anything personally. what he's saying is not a knock towards you. It's just a self-reflection of self. So if you're offended by what he's saying, it's not you mad at him. It's a self-reflection on yourself. So you don't have to apologize for what you said, because if a person feel offended, they should ask. But I mean, you could do what you want to do. But I know you're not saying it to what's
I could. My bad. I'll be looking down the phone.
No, you
probably like, what the hell he looking at?
He looking at his people. Sit your phone right there.
At the same time, bro, I really don't apologize. I kind of be sympathetic for the show, but I'm really just a straight up front fucking dude to let you know if you fucked up, and you need to check that shit. Period. Point blank. A lot of people will be with people, even personal trainers, all that shit will tell you what you want to hear. But if I took you serious, I love you as a person, like most of these brothers that I have on this podcast, or what we call it?
Yeah, podcast. That's what it's
podcast. All my brothers on here. If I sent you the invite, I fuck with you. And if you did ask me or inbox me about anything, I would tell you the truth about it. And most of y'all motherfuckers know it. So if anything, you gotta put that mirror up.
I tell you, like I tell my wife sometimes, you're a rare breed, though. Everybody don't operate that way. It's not a lot of people. I understand that you have to, but it's a lot of people that don't.
My way is wrong.
No, your way is wrong.
Maybe somebody else be like,
no. Here's the thing.
Can't do that.
Your way is your way. Your way is right for you. It could possibly be wrong for somebody else. Now, they could take some of the ways that you have and do some of the things that you do and benefit from it, but they ain't going to be able to do everything that you do, and they ain't going to agree with everything. That don't make it wrong. It just don't make it right for them.
Right.
And it's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But we may feel like, yo, you want to work out, you want to get here, I got a better way you could do it. I know the way to do it because I've done it this way. It works. But they might not want to put that energy in to get it that way. They feel like they know another way. Hey, the proof is in the pudding.
Oh, yeah. I might as well use our platform that we have now.
Yeah.
To introduce my business that's coming to Georgia on Wolf Den Daiquiris. We in the works right now, but I want all my Georgia folks, man. Harold, Lucien. I use your government name, Lucien. Hey, everybody come out here and support, bro. We on some different shit. Black owned, trying to get the motherfucking, what they call that shit bands and shit could come in do y'all thing, man.
Oh, okay. You talking about the
we're trying to get it right, man. We already
know how you get
because
down.
we're in fucking Georgia December. My house will be done built. So the business comes next. Wolf Den Daiquiris, bro. I'm from Louisiana, so my shit gonna be strong. Come down there, holler at me. Man, I might name a couple of my daiquiris off some military shit. I might have that infantry man. It might be baby blue.
Hey man, you might have a
infantry blue, my bad.
You might have a Shooter 6, a Whiskey Charlie, and a Big Sarge.
Hey, give me y'all those sign you want to mix it, and we'll mix that bitch up. Hey, that's some good shit though.
Hey, yeah, for real.
Yeah. But yeah,
why not? You gotta label your own self. Don't let your emotions
Whiskey
get in the way.
Might have to be like a White Russian or some shit.
Hey, I don't know. He got that peanut butter though.
Oh man, that might
he got that peanut butter.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that peanut butter.
He got that peanut butter though. But again, you know what's cool, man, is with COVID right now. What's cool with COVID right now? People don't really have time to let their emotions. Well, I don't know. Some people emotions are all the way in the way, and some people will check their emotions at the door because
COVID.
COVID didn't change everybody's emotions because what was real to you ain't real no more. What was serious is not serious no more.
And them paper chip ass relationships.
Oh,
that shit been broke up.
Oh man.
Like, bro, this motherfucker dirty than the motherfucker. I can't live with you like that.
Oh man.
Sitting up there talking to people, sitting up there looking in their face every fucking day. Bro, COVID have messed some shit up, man. This shit going in history.
That quarantine, man.
We're living in history right
That
now.
that quarantine, man, had people all in their feelings and their emotions.
I talk shit, bro. I talk shit.
But
I'm an outstanding thinker. I think a lot of folks, man, that's going, you go laugh at this shit. This is my fault.
I'm still getting over this.
Yeah,
This
hold on.
fool said I'm an outstanding thinker. I
don't know
like
what
that. Like,
I don't know what that shit called. That's
some
some new shit, bro. Put that shit on that
He
bitch.
said,
Hey.
I don't know what he was about to say, but he said, I'm an outstanding thinker. I
Bro.
said,
To me, bro, I think a lot of these people that, especially relationship wise, I think they house funky, man. I ain't gonna lie. Because everybody in the house. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit like smell like feet and shit. Like we can't do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't cleaning up.
yeah.
You working from home, you having lunch at home, this, that, and third. I think it's like that, man. I think it's some shit going on at home, some cleanliness shit. Me, myself, I can't deal with that shit. So you'll be gone fucking me. That's why I'm married. That's why I'm married. A lot of people can't deal with me. So quarantine would have been fuck my marriage. I can't do it, man. Smell like feet, man. I think that's why our relationships are fucked up. I think your house smell like feet. Or some shit, nigga. We getting it to the bottom of it. What's the bottom of it to you? Why that shit feels, man? I'm telling you. Motherfuckers ain't cleaning up.
Oh, man.
That's the problem, bro.
Hey, look,
That's the problem, bro.
It's always somebody in the relationship that's doing more cleaning. Not just, oh man, one step towards success, keep it going. My tomorrow goals is 1 cup. Does it count if my goals to drink a gallon of whiskey a day?
I seen it. I
Cheers,
seen
yo.
it. I like that one. That's me laughing on that bitch.
I ain't even seen no comments,
I
bro.
seen
We
it.
ain't
Yeah.
been.
Well,
What
he
they
been
coming
posted that
to?
before you came. He posted that before you came.
Oh, okay, bro.
But yeah.
1 cup, like 20. 1 step towards success, keep it going.
Already.
Oh, that's from my other page, bro. I thought it was like a comment, but anyhow,
You already.
man, I'm laughing so hard. I forgot what we was talking about.
We were talking about quarantine and
Oh,
motherfuckers.
feet, bro.
Yeah, I think the house
man.
smell like feet.
Oh my God, man! I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's possible that some people house smell like feet. I know me and my
I think
wife.
it's a dirty thing. I think people breaking up during this quarantine because they can't stand being around a funky motherfucker.
What if they the funky person though?
And then the motherfucker leaving them. That's where they at. But at the same time, quarantine ain't shit for me because I don't like being around motherfuckers anyway. It's cool to me. I don't like people coming to my house anyway. You guys, how many people been to my house? You, Franco, a couple other people. I count them on my hands.
Listen, I am a people person. As much as I like people, how many times have you been to my house?
Well, when I moved, about 3 times.
I always go to everybody else's house. I
Yeah, you
never
go to my
have
house,
people.
though.
To,
You
yeah,
stay at my
I
house.
know, right? I can come to your house, but Franco, I go to his house. I never have people come to the house like that. So again, quarantine not bothering me either because it's stuff that I wanted to do that I enjoy doing, where I get my kick at. You know, getting up in the morning, rucking, chilling with the wife, or going out doing what I need to do, get with the homie or something like that. Quarantine ain't stopping nothing that I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That I wasn't already doing.
Man, look here. I say, man, quarantine done fucked up a lot of relationships, man.
Yeah, we.
Man, hold on, let me see something. I'm trying to get this guy talking about trying to get on.
I just got a contact from Whiskey Charlie asking me the same thing. Was we on?
Was that Whiskey Charles? I ain't
They ain't messaged me.
Matter of fact, man, me and Whiskey ain't friends, man. We might need to get on friends on Facebook, I guess. We friends in real life, but I guess this all social media shit we gotta get on friends.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I don't know. I feel like I'm being so unprofessional right now, but I'm contacting Whiskey Charlie because he attempting to get a hold of us.
That might be him on my shit too.
It might have been. You gotta answer it if you
Bro,
see
I
it come
approved
on.
it, but ain't nothing pop up.
Oh, well, don't get all in your feelings. Don't let yourself get in a
Oh,
tizzy
nah, I ain't
because
worried
at the
about
end
that
of the
shit,
day,
man.
no, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about them. At the end of the day, man, if you don't really get what you want out of life, it's probably because you ain't spoke up about your life. And then again, I'm what people call, or what they call a high eye, my coaching session, a flight attendant, you know, a person that has their emotions that sometimes get all over the place. But God has blessed me. Everybody that's close to me is the complete opposite of me. They more like grounds crew member, laid back. They not in their feelings. They in their facts. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So them keeping their emotions in check help me keep my emotions in check. Maybe you don't have people around you to help keep you in check if you ain't able to keep yourself in check sometimes.
Oh, another thing we was talking about. What we at on the time? Okay.
You good, man?
We
You,
good.
you
Other thing we was talking about, man. It was ain't no sense for me to sit up here and drink with a motherfucker if we ain't
Build.
bettering ourselves. I ain't learning something from him. He ain't learning something from
You
me.
become the company you keep.
You know what I'm saying? We should always, every week, like, we brainstorm. Like, right, soon we press the button when we off this motherfucker. Like, man, what could we did
Yeah.
different? You know what I'm saying? He checked me like, do you watch it? I like, nah, I ain't gonna watch it. You know what
And
I'm
I
saying?
just started watching
Yeah.
because I wasn't watching it either, so it
Right.
wasn't even a check. It was like,
So, you know, it's more of money wise, get money together or eat much better in each other as a man wise. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing something fucked up, like, hey, check me on my shit. Like if
Yeah.
motherfucker can't do that, bro, ain't no sense for
ain't
me
no
to
sense
sit
in
back
kicking.
here,
No.
throw these back. Or
Ain't no
none of
s-
this shit if we can't help each other
Nah.
doing something.
Nah,
not
bro.
not just financially. It might just about, better myself as
Yeah.
a man.
Don't
You
be
know what I'm saying?
co-signing me on no bullshit,
Right.
man. Check me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And you have to
Right.
be man enough to understand because a lot of times when your homie checking you, you already had that feeling anyway. Don't
Right.
let your ego get in the way, especially when you looking to grow. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I feel you 100 on that. Again, goes back to what we
Emotion.
start. Emotions.
Go back to
Emotions.
Emotions kills a lot of friendships that should have been friendships. And
Absolutely.
not friendships should have been brotherhoods.
Bro, you go back into the Bible. Listen, King Solomon wanted to kill David because his emotions was in the way.
Right.
Because his emotions was in the way. But his son, who had an emotional connection, was like, David, I got your back in so many words. Emotions can do a whole host of things in your mind, the devil, your hood, your environment, your homies,
Now-
your girl. All of them gonna use your emotions against you if you don't check your emotions yourself.
Now, you're more of a research guy than I am.
Nah,
Because you probably actually read stuff out the Bible.
oh, for sure.
You know what? I haven't. I just go off my feeling and my soul, my faith, or who I am. You know what I'm saying? What I know that's fucked up.
I'm
You know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
way,
So
though.
me and you know what I'm saying? I think I get more from you for us with, like, this brother read books, man. You know what I'm saying? He put me
Sure.
on books. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going back to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know any verses out the Bible, none of that shit. But I know how to be a man. I know how to respect a man as a man. I know how to respect a woman. You know what I'm saying? My wife. Or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
And
but
here-
for us, knowledge-wise, as book, to actually read and shit, I think I get a lot from that from you. Like, you put me on game with this motherfucker here.
That's a dope book.
Right there.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's dope. But yeah, it's again. And I was a person that was raised, going to the church, and my dad minister, read the Bible or not read it, and did certain things. But I didn't see what I felt like I seen in you when I said you was loyal, the way you treat your wife and things like that. I ain't had no real homies like that back in the D. I had one person that I knew of like that, guy named Dion Terrell. Shout out Dion Terrell.
Oh.
Salute. He was the only guy. And this ain't no, I guess they say no homo, no cap, whatever they say. This dude was, he probably could have had any lady he wanted. He was well groomed, clean cut brother, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he wasn't messing with nobody. He was solid down to the bone with his wife. And when meeting you and you being younger than me, it was like, yo, you don't have to know no scriptures, you know what I'm saying, to get certain things, because God had a hand on everybody's life. So I learned that from you, like, nah, bro.
Right.
It is cool to have your wife as your best friend. It is cool to build with your wife and to move forward with your wife. It has to be. But see, I didn't come from, I ain't never seen
That's your
anything like
life
that.
partner.
I ain't look at it like that, bro. I was my life
Your
partner.
homie ain't your life partner. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker you run the street with ain't your life partner. That motherfucker you paying bills with, having these kids with, having different souls, human beings.
Mm-hmm.
That's your life partner. And that's always supposed to have been that way from Adam, Eve, whoever the fuck invented this shit or whatever they want to call it.
Again, goes back to what I said. You don't need to know Bible verses to do, because you can know, but
Just
to
gotta
do
know.
what most would consider or what you feel right from wrong.
You just have to know when the time to be a man, bro.
Absolutely. And in your
You know what I'm
timing, you going to get your emotions in check.
First,
And you going to be the man or woman you supposed to be. You ain't in the infantry.
it barely ever happens if you first wife or whatever you want to call it, first relationship, first love.
He said first wife.
It never happens like that, you know.
No.
So take from that first relationship, whatever the fuck you fucked up on, where you was lacking at, put that energy to that motherfucker that second, and that bitch go rise, man, straight up.
Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally, bruh. Don't make assumption and always do your best, bruh. I'm on like about to start chapter 5.
Right.
All that thing talk about is taking responsibility for your life. Or as Charles Swindoll say, life is 10% what happened to you and 90% how you react to it. He can sit over here and slap the dog out of me right now. In my feelings, I could be pissed off and want to take this man's life because I got my emotions. Why is my emotions in check? Do I feel like I'm afraid I can't beat him because he's bigger? Do I feel like, what is it? So you get in your feelings and your emotions and you do something out of your character.
If I slap the fuck out this motherfucker right now, y'all will see blinds coming out.
Yeah, we gonna flip tables.
Hey, we might be out the window right there. We like on the TV. Out the window.
Here's the thing. I know my man not gonna slap me because you have to do something serious for him to want to slap you.
You gotta do
And
something serious.
Right. Especially if you somebody. I wouldn't even be here if I was somebody he felt like he had to slap.
Never lie. You would should be.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Again,
I'm always just slapped you at the bar.
I'm
Hey,
saying
where
that
you
to
at?
say, right. I'm saying that to say this. It can happen out of a freak accident you never know what a person go through. But if you let your emotions get the best of you, bro, you can spend the rest of your life in jail. It happens to people.
Yeah.
No, you can spend the rest of your life.
And
You know
how
what
is
I'm
that
saying?
hard? Basically, go to your bathroom and lock yourself in that bitch. How's that hard, bro? Being locked in your bathroom for the rest of your fucking life.
Hey, shit hard about that, bro.
By your emotions taking you to that level of that you thinking that you have.
Especially if you're a grunt, bro.
Or like,
Especially if you're a grunt. This for you and you know a grunt. Tell this to a grunt. There is no way that's hard and we know that's not hard and we know we capable of beating those obstacles because you is trained to think and overcome certain things in your life. Like, you cannot tell me we not able to get through the demons and the fights and the fears over there and not make it back through here.
Right.
Like, you trained for this. If you're really a grunt, you know you got to be at the top of your game, physically, mentally, because it was something I was reading the other day. I was watching a TED Talk.
They got a lot of shit.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing. They were talking about how your physical health go hand in hand with your mental health.
Right.
Your physical health goes hand in hand with your mental health. So when you working out and you exercising and your body is feeling physically good, mentally you feel better. Grunts felt mentally good because we was always exercising. We was always humping.
My bad.
It was always something.
Hey, Miles, I see you, man. Hey, every Sunday, man, we out here, bro. Make sure you stay
Always
tuned
something.
in. Straight up.
But
Okay.
when you get out of that environment, you not working out physically, you don't look good, you don't feel good. Now your emotions is getting the best of you. You not at the tip of the spear.
I think with me, bro, it could never be me slacking off because I had too many whatever they call it, shit, influential people or whatever
Yeah, influential. I got
behind
you.
me.
Yeah.
Drill Sergeant DeBow, Drill Sergeant McCabe. You know what I'm saying? I had people that taught me the ropes when I got to my unit, yelling in my ear, me being in the motor pool, breaking the gun down on the Bradley, motherfucking all night. You know what I'm saying? I had people in my ear like, bro, you fucked up. Or, get that shit together, but they yell at you at the same time. They be like, okay, but you
They
quicker
teach
now,
you.
though.
Yeah.
What you gotta do with it, bro. Let me tell you this. We got to Iraq. I was a Bradley gunner. We got to that bitch. When you come in, you gotta put your shit on safe and get the ammo out and shit. Bro, it took me one time for my squad to miss child because they were waiting on me breaking the gun down and clearing and they're putting on safe. You know, when you come in, you gotta put all your shit on safe. It took me one time, and I was like, it'll never happen again. We missed child. I ain't hit shit else for that black people. We missed child. You the gunner. We can't do shit like we on the back of your brand.
Right.
You couldn't break the gun down, get the shit down. So I was like, nah, it never happened again. I stood in that bitch, breaking that bitch down, and hey, before we get to the you hit the little barrel to go
The serpentine to get
before
back
we
into
get
the
to that
yard.
bitch, the gun already broke down. I like, man, keep pushing. My motherfucking BC came out. You sure, Wolf? I like, yeah, I'm sure, bro. Look at him, motherfucker. Like, I checked his ass because he had me, looking crazy because my people missed child. So he got down and looked at, man, we ready to roll. And after that, you get better, man. Push yourself. And when you get out that bitch, continue to push yourself. Keep yourself on there, identify as being a grunt, and live up to the grunt mentality, man, and keep pushing, bro. Ain't shit worth just ending your life. You got a lot of people depend on you. Come talk to us. We talk shit every weekend.
Every weekend.
Every Sunday.
Grunts for grunt.
8:30, I think what we start
8
like
o'clock.
8:30. Well, 8 o'clock. We start at 8 o'clock. Sometimes it might be a little tough dip. We might be out here sipping a little Patron. You never know.
I can't.
But it's gonna be
see
8 something every
Charlie
week.
said he can't see us on. I don't know why he can't see us. Let me see something. Whiskey Charlie, why he can't see us on Grunt Speak?
That's the difference between me. I might be missing some comments.
Cause we ain't getting no. Well, you on your page and we not getting what's the names on the Grunt Speak page.
Oh, okay. My mom say that's the difference between men and boys. Do you learn from your mistakes? Take ownership. You got to.
You got to.
You got to take ownership.
100%.
Because us guys, we're more reluctant to fuck up than the women.
Oh,
but we don't want to take responsibility for our shit. But you put a woman fuck over you.
Whiskey Charlie.
Where you going, brother? What's up, brother?
Yeah, I'm surprised you can't see us, man. We over on the Grunt Speak page.
What's up, Keller?
Yeah, no, hey, you weren't broadcasting on it at all. I couldn't see it, bro.
My homies on. Well, nah, this my.
Well, I could see it. I could see it earlier when I went to my own page, and when I went to Wolf's page show, he was live.
Yeah, I'm live.
But anyhow, yeah, we testing it out for the first time, so we gonna see.
We just have to share it.
Yeah.
And I shared it to
just this
Huh?
first one.
I said because I was figuring that it was if I couldn't be on it, I was going to share it and start commenting on it and stuff like that to get some shout outs on it and stuff like that. But
go to your Facebook. Go to your Facebook. Go to Facebook and go to the Grunt Speak page.
That's where I was going to.
Yeah,
it was on there first because it let me. Did it alert you when we was going live?
No.
Oh, cause see,
It alerted me.
Yeah, it alerted me too, cause it's still counting over here. Grunt Speak is live on the page.
It must not. It must have alerted the boy.
Oh well, anyhow, well yeah, man, we was over here talking about emotions and um dealing with emotions
What's up, Auntie?
as men and just dealing with emotions in life and moving from one stage to the next. And I think what we were kind of on last was Shooter Six was talking about his neighbor who was getting ready to move out of the military, and we were just talking about
Right.
dealing with those type of emotions and
Well, you
people that you have in your circle.
what
you
you
know?
gonna do for income? What you gonna do for us? You
Yeah.
know, to identify who we are. We are the motherfucking what they call the queen of battle, but I feel we the king of battle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we adjust ourselves to? I you a top dog already at the Home Depot. He's a top
Yeah.
dog.
As you see, he got his
This
professional collar
motherfucker here
shirt
is
on
about to be a
too.
GM. Did
Look.
you get the job?
Yeah,
Hey,
I was
what
thinking the
it?
same thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking the
He
same
got the
thing, bro.
collar
You got the
shirt on.
collar shirt on.
Yeah.
I wanted to know about the job, the
Bro.
interview and everything.
He go get it,
Hey,
man.
they end up selecting somebody else. Look, like like I was telling them, because they called me and they respectfully told me, hey, we selected somebody who has had more experience with the tool rental side, this, that, and the other.
Right.
Which I explained to him, hey, look, it doesn't hurt my feelings any at all. You know what? Hey, I appreciate the opportunity. Like I told him, I appreciate the opportunity because you don't always get the opportunity. You don't always get the chance to interview and to do it in front of the guys that like pretty much run the show. I'm a couple questions I was kind of weary on and stuff like that. And I answered them a little bit a little off, but at the same time, he said it was between me and another guy, and he just said the other guy had a little bit more on top of me on it. So I was like, okay, well, I appreciate the opportunity. I'm going to keep trying.
But he'd have picked this game up from that. You could tell he got the look. Don't let that shit get you down, man. Push through that shit.
Down
Oh,
me.
hell yeah, dude.
Push through
That don't
that
mean nothing to
shit.
me. Guess what? Hey, that just leaves another opportunity for me. Hey, God has His plan, man. That's what my wife was even explaining to me. Hey, God has His plan for me. It wasn't meant to be. Guess what? There's greater things. There's a greater outcome on the back, on the other end of that, man.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
I can't let that slow me down. I gotta keep driving, man. If I let it slow me down, I've already lost that battle. I gotta keep pushing.
Indeed, brother.
Guess who I reached out to last night?
Who was that?
Gutierrez.
Hey, I talk to him from time to time.
Yeah, I reached out to him last night. It was kind of crazy that you were talking about, that y'all are just not talking about, when you get out and the financial and stuff like that. And, it's the craziest thing ever. I mean, Gutierrez's story is like wild, man. Like, to me, is, for somebody to get out, I mean, he was financially in a place with being a security officer and stuff like that, security. And then he just upped and dropped everything. But craziest thing ever, I mean, as infantry, we're just like, hey, like when we're about to do something, we're gonna do it all out. We ain't just gonna just play around with something. We're just gonna go all out. And he went all out. He dropped his job, he dropped his home, dropped his family, and went homeless.
I basically did the same thing, bro. That's how I switched from. That was the beginning of Mr. Peen. I basically did the same thing like twice. And some people go through those type of emotional roller coasters looking to find themselves because they didn't got
Big
caught up
cheese.
in this
What's up, baby?
trap of what they think life is.
And sometimes putting yourself in those conditions is that challenge, and what's that thing that you need to lighten your eyes up.
Absolutely.
He moved around places. He met another girl, had another couple babies and stuff like that. And look, we don't always agree with what our fellow battles do, but the one thing that we've got to do is still be there as the supportive. We may not agree that, hey, he left his wife or left his other individual or girlfriend or boyfriend with a baby, whatever else, but we still got to support them. I mean, we don't got to agree with them, but we got to support them.
We get to that next time.
might be
Absolutely
another.
right, because again, it's not my place to judge because I don't know the situation in everybody's life. He don't know everything that's happening in your life, and they still accept you for who you are. So how dare I judge somebody? If I don't rock with you like that, then I'm not gonna rock with you all together. But I'm not gonna be halfway in, halfway out. Right. And if I'm rocking with you, I'm not gonna judge you on what you do, and we ain't gonna really be talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I don't get off into relationships and how people work out because that don't make the mark of a person's character.
For me, when I come to your house, what to look at? Matter of fact, give me a shot of that PB and J shit he was talking about on that bitch, man. You know what I'm talking about?
That peanut butter.
I ain't got shit to do with your personal life unless you want my opinion.
Right.
And I will give you my real opinion. I won't bullshit, which I will tell you. I like, well, man, you fucked up for doing this. You know, when you ask me that shit. But for as me getting into your
But the thing
bullshit,
is, it's just like you said. It was your opinion. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people don't understand. You don't have to take that opinion to heart.
and
That's an
people
opinion.
don't have to do what
That's
you
just advice.
do what you say
just go
do.
about
You know.
But here's the thing, man. We now live in a society, and most people have been raised in a society where you have to put the feelings of somebody else before you, or else you being selfish, and people get told that so much that they listen to what everybody else says. People out there that ain't even
think
comfortable
this.
with the outfit they pick out to wear. They need 8 or 9 people to approve that it look good before they go out to wear it.
I think this, man. I think you'll be a motherfucking fool for going against anything that you think, or just not going against it, but going against it, but at the same time
Be impeccable with your word.
not being yourself. You know what I'm saying? You could talk to people, be friends with people that have different views of what the fuck you
Yep.
got going. But if you're not living the views that you feel for yourself, I think you done lost on life, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't tell me- you can't tell me nothing how to be Killer Wolf. I guarantee you that.
No.
Livelihood.
I think, how many years you got it? Most motherfuckers work till they about 65.
You sell the
And
best
what you
years
got,
of your-
10 years supposed to America will make you think that you supposed to work the rest of your life.
You are.
No,
That's
you're
the
not.
American dream.
Nah, you're not.
Listen, but no, that's what they say.
They will make you
give me
think
the
that.
you give me the best 40 years of your
No,
life.
it's about
About 40,
60.
50 years of
About
your life.
60 now. Motherfuckers still
So
work
from
till they about
20
60.
from 21 to 80.
Well, yeah, about
So no,
50.
from 20 to about 65 is retirement.
Exactly. You got
So-
10 years. From
so-
if that, about 5.
Give me the best
actually
35,
live your
40
life.
years of your life, and I'll pay for the last 10 halfway.
10 years.
You tripping,
That shit
bro.
don't make no sense, man.
You tripping.
America will make you think that you have to work 60-something years, 50 years
Yo.
before you enjoy the fruits of your motherfucking
Okay,
life.
check
man.
this out.
No. So
I'll be right back.
Smith, hold up.
There you go.
Smith, look. I believe that. Hey, look. You have to work 60 years if you're working some other type of job that you don't want to, and then you work into your career, right? You've got to select your career off the back, and you've got to be able to have that will and drive. If you select your career off the back and you put your dedication, your will, and your drive into whatever you want and something that you're into, it's not going to be a lifetime into it. It's going to be into what you want to. And hey, look, 60 years may not be. It may be 30 years. You may be done. Like most people are going to the military, 20 years and you retire, right? I guess that's something they selected, right? You have to select what you want to. If you don't select what you want, and you're not going to be, you're just going to be working. You're going to feel like you're working for something that you never want to. But if you put your effort and your drive into something that you want, it's not working. It's something that you enjoy, something that's a career, something that you like doing. Me, myself, I like working at Home Depot. I like helping people. I like helping my associates. I like helping people out with their problems.
Right.
I don't consider it as a job. I consider it as a career. But if you start saying, hey, it's a job and this is what I do just because I needed a job, well, that was your selection. That was your choice.
Right.
It wasn't anybody else's but your own, right? You applied for the job. Nobody else put your hand on that application and put you in for that drive. You put yourself in that position.
Let me
Put
tell
yourself
you.
in a position that you want to be in, right? If you want to be retired before the age of 60, well, put yourself in that position. Don't put yourself in a position to retire at 80, 60,
But
70, 80 years old.
Let me tell you this. America, with the school system and everything, is set up for you to work for someone when you get out, even to go to college.
Oh, for sure.
Because if they really wanted to set you up for success, every person that graduate high school should have the opportunity to do hair. They should learn that
A
before
trade, a skilled trade.
Yeah, they should learn a skilled trade before they come out of high school.
Plumbing.
Because life starts at for most people, especially low income people, life starts in ninth grade.
Yeah.
They get a job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So most high schools doesn't teach you decent trades because that's the point of life. It's working with your hands for us what we're missing out. The carpenters. You don't have that a lot these
Yeah,
days.
no, you don't.
These kids don't know how to do that these days.
Hey, they don't teach you anything about credit, bro.
Exactly,
They don't understand
yeah.
how much credit
So,
goes into
America
life.
teaches
They
you
don't
to
want
be
you
a
to
check,
worker.
yeah, they teach you to be a worker. So check.
Yeah.
understand
They
what
don't teach you to
controls
be a
That
boss.
piece right there controls you.
Yeah.
That credit score controls everything in your life.
Truck drivers. They could teach all that in school too. High school before you get
When
out
I
of
was
school.
in high school, you got your driver's license in high school.
Nah, I think it should be.
All the way up through truck.
Yeah, as soon as you get
and
the-
once you get your driver's license, bro, you should be able to get your truck driver's
Nah,
license the same
it ain't
thing.
about truck drivers. It's about when you get to ninth grade, you should be started. It should be in your elective that you have to start some trade.
Again.
You know what I'm saying?
Again, here's the
Welding,
thing. Here's the thing.
carpentry,
Here's the thing.
masonry. It should be
Again.
taught.
Here's the thing.
That's what we did.
Here's the thing. I was just about to say that.
They let you elect two different classes. I selected carpentry. I selected mechanics.
I was just about to.
Two classes.
I was just about to say that. It goes back
Where you from?
to where you from. That's what Ice Cube was talking about. Who doing something
Yeah.
for the black minority? What president? Because just like he said, my daughter goes to a school. My daughter in Michigan, she goes to a school where they
Right.
still have Votech, and she's learning digital media. But in the public schools, they don't have that
They
anymore
don't.
because of funding. So you don't get to explore welding. You don't get to explore carpentry.
Now
you
we
don't
had
get to
welding.
explore
That was
some
it
of that
because
stuff.
we were about the plants. We had welding. I
Yeah,
got
that's so you
certified
could get a
welding.
job, being a welder in the plant.
Yeah,
for the next 20 years.
We had that, but at the same time, it's more to life. I think if you taught these kids a trade, they knew a trade when they got to the 12th grade. That's where the money is at.
My son is going.
Why
to
go to
mechanics.
school and owe $200,000 when you go to school, college, just to make a living, but you already in debt?
Already in debt. You
And
coming
then,
out
you know
the
what I'm
game
saying?
backwards.
It's crazy, man.
Hey, look, so I'm a manager at Home Depot, right? We don't take references anymore because you can't go off anybody else's word, right? These days, nobody, right? So Home Depot don't take references. Home Depot goes off of interviews. To me, I think interviews are half of what you need to when you get a job. There's some people that interview well, and there's some people that don't.
They don't
interview
teach
well.
that in my
Also,
high school. They
motherfucker.
taught that in yours.
There's a lot of people that it is like when I interview people, when I interview the people that potentially may have a job with me, I look at several different things. First, I interview them, and then what I do is I pick them up and I walk them through the aisles. I walk them through my store, and if I can see if they can pick up their feet, first of all, if I hear dragging of the feet, I know that one or two things. Like my dad always told me when I was young, if people are dragging their feet, they're too damn lazy to pick up their feet to walk. If they're too lazy to pick up their feet, they're not going to be able to get up and move, right?
But you know what?
That's your perception, though.
You know what? They should, instead of the field trips, they should take the kids to his store.
Yeah, but then again, I don't mean they could just be like, "Yo, I just want a job and get a check, so I ain't here to be busting my butt like that."
But it's more to it.
So I'm gonna let you know this, like, depending on
Small
where you're
to
at.
it,
So,
though.
like me being in management now for 6 years, I've understood that. I'm now in a town like in Beaumont, right? We're a local area around a college.
Yeah, you get a high
You
turnover
have a
rate.
bunch of students that are just
Yeah.
that's willing to work with their schedule.
Yes.
Willing to.
You got to use what you got.
Pay decent. Because Home Depot around my area starts off at $13 an hour as a regular associate and $14 overnight, right? So it's a decent paying job. They
Yeah.
work minimum hours and still make their way through school and pay their things like that, right? But at the same time, when it comes around to everybody, I mean, like regular people that's actually looking for a job for a career, that's the ones you kind of want to try to seek out. And it's hard to do that sometimes because sometimes you can train that mind as a manager. Like I tell my people that they're going to college right now, right? I don't have a college experience. I have military experience and I have high school experience. But I made my way up the line at Home Depot by busting my ass, by putting in my time, and showing up on time. There's one thing I know in the military, and my dad has always instilled in me: show up on time. 90% of the time you get fired is because you fire yourself with attendance. Attendance is the biggest thing that any employer will fire you for. It's not showing up on time and being at work. If you show up, that's 90% of the problem solved.
The
And
main
10% say,
fucking
"I gotta
problem
work now."
with America is they teach y'all to be workers and not bosses.
That's it. Y'all said, look,
Yeah, period.
you talking about showing up, and he like, I ain't thinking about showing up for nobody, but I got to show up on time for me.
Military. you coming in.
Yep.
They teach that you have to some point think that this person above
Funny
you is
thing
gonna
is,
die.
there are schools that prepare kids.
So you have to take their job. They teach you how to be bosses. The school system should kind of take that same philosophy and train motherfuckers to be bosses, not just no.
Fire!
You know. Funny
Hold on,
thing
I
is
got it.
y'all
I got it.
stupid.
I got it. I'm gonna read it out
Fucking
loud.
field, but
You just gotta get in there and read.
That's my homie Miles, man. That's my homie Miles.
The
Salute,
funny
big dog.
thing is, there are schools that prepare kids for the career field, but you have to pay for those preparatory schools. But like my son said, why is this not provided for everyone?
Right.
Those kids are learning to be lawyers, doctors, mechanics, plumbers, electrical, and mechanical engineers starting in the 6th grade. America teach you to be dependent. Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Exactly. The same thing I was saying.
Again, but
Yeah.
that when you get into those topics, that goes emotions, that goes politics, that goes racism, classism,
He
socialism.
got the fusions.
Absolutely, because it's all fused together to attempted to make
okay.
it work. I know. I just used it as a
Okay.
play on
It
words.
correlated.
Yeah, I correlated. I just bam. It's all fused. It's all fused together because he's absolutely right about that. But like Whiskey Charlie said, at his school you had a couple different electives to pick from, whether it be welding, mechanicking,
arts,
culinary. Again,
Culinary arts.
cooking and all,
Man.
depending on your environment, depending on your zip code or your district outlining, you don't get that. You don't get that. But here's the thing, bro. You don't got to get in your feelings about that. Because just like Sutton said, he had the high school diploma or whatever, and he's still managing people with a college degree because he put the hard work in and did his thing. Wolf talked about all he did was high school, finished, or his
I
boot
ain't do
camp,
high
10th
school.
grade.
I 10th
Finished his
grade.
boot camp thing, went to boot camp, went to the army, and started building with his wife. It don't matter what hand you dealt, bruh. You better play the hand that you get and get your emotions out the way because they're going to play you.
I think more of what he was saying was everybody's not entitled to the opportunity as the rest of, like
Again. No,
you know what I'm saying?
I get that 100%.
I think it'll be more beneficial if, like, I knew that I could do this or do that or get this trade and graduate school and do all this shit. But I think that it wasn't entitled, it wasn't available, handily available for these people. We have to basically get out of school, get in debt, just to learn a trade. You know what I'm saying? I think that the trade should be taught in middle school, start in middle school, because that's life.
But they have
Working
to be
with your
willing,
hands.
though, hey, look, but they have to be willing to learn, though, at the same time. There is people like, hey, I've dealt with a lot of associates in my store and throughout my whole career of Home Depot. They have to be willing to learn.
Right.
And a lot of times right now, people just want everything handed to them. Like, hey, just give it to me. Like, I deserve this because I showed up here, right? Again, y'all were talking about it, and I noticed from, like, a lot of people that work for me, hey, that they show up and they expect it. Hey, I get paid because I showed up. No, it's not because you showed up. It's because you come in and put the will and the drive in.
Now,
I wouldn't have made it to where I am if I didn't put the effort and the drive in and willing to learn, right?
Now,
willing to learn. If you're not willing to learn, if you're not putting an effort into it,
now with schooling, with schooling, everybody should be entitled to the same benefits as everybody. Like, if they blow it off, they blow it off. But for us with schooling, as you coming up, everybody should be entitled to the same programs.
Hey, look.
Now, if they blow it off, they blow it off. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
No, but at least give me an opportunity to blow it
At
off.
least give them my opportunity. They can't come back and say, "Oh, I didn't have this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't do this." They,
Look, and I agree with you on that because now everything, of course, when you go to college, also based off of GPA. You know what? Same thing with interviewing, right? My first interview ever to become an assistant manager, they passed me up because, of course, I wasn't to subpar. They hired somebody else that wasn't to what I was. But guess what? Later on, 2 weeks later, that person ended up going to LOA, ended up finding a way to get out of the system, and milk the system. That manager called me back, man, I should have hired you. I should have done this. I should have done that. I think it's the same thing with his school. Like, hey, when you have to require a certain GPA to go to certain colleges or certain class of courses, why does it have to be based off of that? If I want to, that's what I want to do in my life, right? Why should it be based off a score on a scorecard? Look, if I want to do that, help me drive to that point. I'll help you. Like same with the associate in my store. If he wants to become a supervisor, I'm going to help drive him to where he wants to be, no matter where he's at along that line. If I can help him, guide him to that direction, guess what? He's going to be better than any person with a higher score.
You basically prove my point. That person should be pushing every other kid to be above that point of what you're saying. They should at least put the effort in to push them kids. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be entitled to the same stuff, the same programs, the same job opportunities, but here in America, we're not. Still to this day.
There's a lot of opportunities with that. There is, because, and that's the thing is, I think that's where the difference where I am compared to a lot of other leaders in my building is because I like to oversee. I see the opportunities, but also I see the will and the drive for some of them. So I like to give them opportunity. Right? If I give them the opportunity and they succeed, then hell yeah, let's go about it. Right? But if I don't give them the opportunity and they don't succeed and they still have problems, I'm gonna do the best I can. But hey, look, this may be an alternate route that you may want to take here, but it's still gonna make you successful, right? Then we can go about this way, right? You always gotta look at the opportunities way make people successful, not always look at the ways that you can turn somebody down, right? I always try to look at the way to try to make people successful.
I think it should always be opportunity. You should have the opportunity and the tools to be successful, but everybody don't have the tool bag.
Hey,
the tool bag is missing.
The tool bag is missing some tools.
Yeah, the tool bag is
It's kind of
missing.
like you look
know
at
what I'm
like
saying? We're missing the wrench. We're missing the monkey wrench, which a black man invented. You know what I'm saying? We're missing the bag. We're missing a lot of tools out the bag. Everybody not getting the same tool bag. We're missing a lot of tools out the bag to do the job. If you know what I'm saying.
Hey, Wolf. Hey, it goes to where even military goes to sports, goes to everything else. Your weakest link is supposed to be your strongest one, right? Your strongest person is supposed to be train up your weakest link, right? If you train your weakest link to be your strongest, right? Your last man in line, you got to turn back around and go retrieve him and bring him up to the front, right? Same thing with work, right? Your weakest link is your weakness because you let that happen, right? You did not give that person those tools for success.
Yeah.
You didn't help get that guidance to where you need to get them to.
They didn't get the tools for success. You said it.
Yes, exactly.
So
you have to help guide those people.
So
right?
they're always weak
right
because they didn't get the tools to be there. You see what I'm saying? So it's really, a lot of times, really not their fault. It's just their environment. That's just all it is. Everybody not getting the same tool bag, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean, man. I know exactly.
Hey, look.
Here's what.
Hey, look. Everybody has their opinion. That's my opinion on things, right?
Yeah. That's why we here, man. We here to speak our opinions.
Everybody else may not have the same opinion as me, but guess what? I'm not gonna let that hold me back. Hey,
Exactly.
I have people that tell me that I'm not gonna make it to where I want to, but guess what? That's their opinion. I'm gonna make it where I want to make it.
You should thrive,
it's in my
man.
drive. It's in my will.
Exactly.
I'm gonna push it. Ain't nobody can hold me back. Nobody.
But I think what we had in America, man, is I can't believe we still talking about it for as equality. Equality, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just bringing it up. It's just that the fact that we still have to have these as brothers, me, you, and my brother here, Smitty, to have these conversations that everybody's not entitled to the same opportunity as the next man. You know what I'm saying? Just because the way they are, who they are. You know what I'm saying?
It's a spread on that, man. It's so crazy that also I think what it is also is with people speaking out like us, speaking out like Ice Cube was speaking out, right? We people got to speak out about it, right? You got to open your mouth about it. If you don't speak out about it, and like I said before, you don't open your mouth to be vocal about it, it's never going to open other people's eyes and make people realize. And with people out there speaking about it, I think what it is going to do is help drive that mentality. Because right now everybody's just got the blinders on like a horse.
Now, what I can say
Always
is,
sees that straight shot view.
now what I can say, I say this here. Everybody watch, but I fuck with Ice Cube. I support Ice Cube because I don't give a fuck about red or blue. I don't give a fuck about no Democrat. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Ice Cube put something to the table that, you know, black folks should have been getting the way we was treated in this fucking country, period. He put something to the table. You see what I'm saying? And at the same time, you got motherfuckers outlawed the dude because he speak facts and it just needs to be done what it needs to be done. I don't give a fuck about no Democrat Party, Republican, whatever.
Hey, look.
But at the same time, I ain't gonna lie to you, I voted Trump ass about that. I did go vote. Yeah, go vote, get your vote. But at the same time, that don't matter. But at the same time, I want equality. We're not asking for handouts. We asking for some shit that we supposed to be getting in this country regardless. You see what I'm saying? That's what the fuck Ice Cube put. He was on CNN yesterday. He said, I'll endorse any party. I just want a motherfucker, whoever up there, to endorse what the fuck we talking about.
I've been watching the videos.
Because if our dollar, which we are the motherfucking most spending into the economy, if our dollar really don't mean nothing, like saying we gonna take our dollar out there, be like, whatever, y'all ain't gonna do shit. We ain't gonna mean nothing. Money talking America. America about green.
That's it.
The Chinese spit on us, everybody spit on us. You know what I'm saying? Just by being who we are as black men. You know what I'm saying? Everybody spit on us. But at the same time, yeah, it does. Who don't like black?
I was just gonna say I don't know if Whiskey Charlie know what you mean.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm just messing with him.
Well, nah, I was speaking.
I was a joke.
I was speaking to.
In general, I know.
We on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. That was a joke, man.
But yeah.
Hey.
That was a joke, everybody.
Hey, look, I believe there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of that. Like Wolf is over here speaking on, man. Hey, there's a lot of opportunities for that. But I believe it's also based off. I would say depending on what career or what management you have. Because I tell you what, at Home Depot, you know, one of the Home Depot like vice presidents at Home Depot is the fifth most powerful woman in the United States. Her name is Anne Marie Campbell, and she's a black lady. Fifth most powerful woman, and she works for Home Depot, right? It all depends on what type of job or career you're putting yourself into, but also the management that you have that work for you. You gotta find a career. You shouldn't have to worry about finding a career that has that. It should be all careers that should.
You shouldn't have to worry about that, right?
Yeah.
You said exactly what I'm saying, but we have to worry about that shit.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
It's a sad part that you do. Like anybody has to.
That's the problem. Well, it ain't the problem.
Don't make you an American. Don't make you a Democrat. It just make you American.
I'm just trying to get equal. Yeah, that's what my homie said. We just trying to get equal rights, man. Like what he said just now. That shouldn't be a problem, but it is a problem.
It is, and it's the sad part that within the United States, it's a lot of people that don't notice that because they got their blindfolds on.
Right.
But it also goes to where that everybody's I would say most people, like I don't say most, 50% of people focus on themselves, right? They don't focus on anybody else. But
you below the number with that. I think it's more like 80%, 80-90% motherfuckers focus on themselves. Like,
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
okay. What you got, Sir Man?
Before this moment, and I just like to play devil's advocate, I could agree with that. Most 80-90% of people focus on themselves.
right.
But then again, I would like to say I think only about 10% of the people in the world focus on themselves. 10 to 20. Because it's only 2% of the population that controls the American wealth. So therefore, it's the numbers. It's more people who care less about what the masses think and live life the way they want to. And we call these guys superstars, entertainers, and these are our heroes. But the vast majority of people are worried about what everybody else thinks, say, and do, and how they feel. So 80-90% of the people, we like to portray that we selfish, but in all actuality, 80-90% of the people care about what other people think. More so in that 2% are like, man, fuck them. I'm just doing what I'm
I like
gonna do.
what my bro just said though 1 minute ago. He said, just cause you don't like Trump, don't make you a Democrat. It just make you American.
Yeah.
You have that right to like
Yeah.
or dislike whoever the fuck you want to.
And here's the thing, man. We put so much pressure or so much power in the hands of the president. He got rules he got to follow, man. He's a puppet too. It don't mean you ain't gotta like Obama, Trump, Bush to vote to be American.
The motherfucker that running this country got the most money. Them presidents are just puppet masters.
That's it. I don't get wrapped up into all of it, man. Again, I worry about the people that I can touch right there in general connection with me, because here's the thing. I don't, no offense, it's still 22 soldiers dying every day committing suicide. So it ain't a president that's doing enough. I don't know a president that's supporting, Grunt Speak right now. I don't know nobody that's saying they on that movement. It don't matter if you just getting popping. They heard about it. He on Twitter. Tweet about it. We get him next time.
He tweets. He down.
But no, in all seriousness,
we might have to say something
it goes back to what we
talked
talked about. It goes back to what what draw a lot of us guys together as infantry. When I said earlier, I wasn't just fighting for everybody out here in America like that because I wanted them to just be free. I was more so fighting for the guy to my left and my right. So it don't matter what the president do. Right. I'm still gonna rock for the people that needs to be rocked for.
Right.
Exactly. Hey, that goes to like I definitely agree on that. Like, hey, when you're over there, you're not thinking about anybody else overseas. Back over in America, you're not thinking about anybody else. You're thinking about, again, like you were saying, the person to the left or right of you. If with there you're not, you're gonna survive. Whatever else it is. Hey, you're doing your, of course, quote unquote, your part or whatever.
I think what.
But at the end of the day, you're over there because, hey, you got to be, because you're trying to do your job and you're trying to do it to 100%.
But I think what will change America.
Let's doing the same thing as you.
What will change America is prison reform and fucking like we was talking about job, entitlement programs. Why you at the most influence when you're younger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you see motherfuckers getting out of coming out of high school, high paying jobs, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, you gonna take that welding class serious. You gonna do this and
it
that,
brings
and
me
third.
joy to see Grunt speak so clear. Man, I'm gonna have to hook up with y'all.
Already. I fuck with Miles, man. He a real dude.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what's up.
Miles
I
a real
appreciate
dude.
that.
But yeah, I just think that we just need equal opportunity. That's it. And I don't know why that much to ask for.
Let me I know what's the name too, and I'm about to play I'm about to play advocate here. I agree that we need equal opportunity. I see that. We know it's injustice against, and now we talking about the black man. Anybody that know me know I'm about all men. But right now we talking about injustice against the black man. But when I wanna go back to equal opportunity, because this is how I see it for me. I wanna quote, and I don't even know if I'm quoting him, but I just want to make a reference to Dwayne Carter.
Right.
Dwayne Carter said he don't know no racism. He ain't never met a racist person. If y'all don't know who Dwayne Carter is, that's Lil Wayne.
He's an opiate head on fucking Sir.
Hold on, just let me finish. I know.
That's Lil Wayne, the motherfucker that's passing out. That's
Can I finish?
Yeah, you go.
Listen to me. He does that as well. Mm-hmm. He also has a degree in psychology. He also is one of the highest selling artists as well. Let me finish this. The reason he made that statement, can I go based off?
You already said nothing.
All right, cool. The reason I make that statement is this, okay? You talking about a kid that do whatever he do. He's been famous since most of y'all can remember. He's been famous. But a kid that shot himself in the chest, that was rescued by a white man in an impoverished neighborhood, well, white man was probably doing black man dirty, probably did some of his own people dirty. But as a young kid, to find yourself in a vulnerable position and a white man rescue you or a black man rescue you, you not seeing color at that point in your life. And if you don't understand that, you don't understand life to me. So I get how a person can say, I don't see racism, or I choose not to stay stuck in racism. But this also is the same person.
He's a dope fiend.
Again, say what you...
He is. He's a dope fiend. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a dope fiend, man.
Say what you want to say about.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Say what I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. What
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying
I
is
can't take
this.
the words of no dope fiend, man.
Do you listen to their music? Do
So
you rock with
what?
their
What
music?
that gotta
Do
do?
you,
But
do
I
you
don't-
taking their word then? You adjusting their word into your system.
Come on, brother. I'm gonna let you roll with
All
it,
right.
man.
You're not gonna let me roll with it because you didn't let me finish to get to the point. You just went back to here dope fiend.
He's a dope fiend.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Hey, look, hey, you know what? You know what? Also, it comes down to you guys. Hey, look, it all becomes on. It comes back to your own. It comes back to a personal, a person, an individual person. On their
Absolutely. And here's my thing.
Single person. Not
I'm
every single
starting
person.
this shit.
Look.
man.
Believe in the same thing, right? There's too many opinions in the world these days. That's why this goes back to what Wolf was even saying earlier, though. You know what? Hey, he said he's not Democrat, he's not Republican, right? Not every person believes in the race, the white, only white. Not everybody believes in just only black, right? There is people out there that believes in both. I have family that is Hispanic. I got family that's black. Look, at the end of the day, it's all about the own personality, the person that.
That's-
So listen,
That's
you
it.
you are finishing my point. You are finishing my point. Even with Lil Wayne, we can go back to Trump and everything else, right? Everybody has the same even playing field. 24 hours in a day. A dope fiend has made millions of people follow him. A dope fiend.
Other dope fiends.
No, not other dope fiends, because these are this
Sipping
dope
cups.
fiend.
Oh, man.
This dope fiend sits on a show with professional people who they ask this dope fiend his opinion on sports shows
He's
and
a
everything
dope fiend.
else.
His hair burnt out, man. Come on, bro.
Again, you looking
We
at the
can't
character.
take it. I can't take Lil Wayne serious.
I'm not taking-
I listen to his music.
You missing the point, bruh.
I might have missed.
You
it.
missing
I
the
ain't about to
point.
get into you with
You missing the point, huh?
I'll let y'all roll
I
with
said
it.
Tupac did the same thing though. You listen to him say his lyrics. He's talking about, hate against each other, hate upon each other, and stuff like that. So if you go back and listen to him, you can't say that Tupac wasn't about his people and everything else. He also talked about injustice and everything, but he also talked about the hate that was amongst it with each other, with their own.
But Tupac admitted that he had racial injustice, man. Lil Wayne did too, bro. He just a dope fiend now, and he forgot about what the fuck he'd have been through in New Orleans. He raps about it. But he had nerve to get up there and say, but I ain't gonna get into it. I'll let you roll with Lil Wayne.
Listen, bro, the whole
That's
segment,
you, man. You roll.
the whole, I'm never bad, bro.
Going throwback.
Again, because the whole
Hey, I
segment
want
was
you to
never
take me to the
about.
corner store and give me some more drink after this.
Oh,
But
you
yeah,
gotta
I'm gonna let
drive,
you
bro. I
roll.
just told
I'm
you
gonna let
my
you
brakes is acting crazy. You driving. The whole segment wasn't even about Lil Wayne, bro. The thing about Lil Wayne was a reference point when I said I'm gonna play advocate here. We understand we got injustices and we know what Ice Cube talked about and what you can do. My point is this, bruh. If you believe in something bigger than yourself, when you wake up and your feet hit the floor, I don't care what the color of your skin is or the next door neighbor's skin is. If you don't get it, it's your motherfucking fault.
It's
It ain't
all-
the dope fiend fault. It ain't Trump
Nah.
fault. It's injustices all around the world that's not finna end. It's been like that since the beginning. So the only injustice is
I
when
talk
you
about
don't take the time to give yourself to do justice and go get the life that you say you want.
It's
That's
about
it.
endorsements with these rich folks. They say they get up there and talk that shit, and they not go overstep their tongue because this how they get their money. That's just all I have to say.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Everybody's a salesman. It's all about what are you
Yeah.
selling and what are you willing to sell for.
Yeah, your soul.
Everybody's a
Your
salesman.
soul.
Brought to you by Shiner.
My shot of holiday, man.
Shiner
I
Holiday
need
Cheer.
to give me some more, man. Angry Orange, that's what I'll be on.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
Well,
like
man.
this one. The rose is
Hey,
them.
look, at the end of the day, hey, look, you guys, at the end of the day, I'm gonna let y'all know that we on Grunt Speak. Hey, we all here for each other. We understand.
Oh, you
each other.
already know.
We all here. We down. Hey, look, it don't matter who the fuck we are. We all here for you. We got each other's back. We got each other's sixes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey
yeah.
man, I wouldn't be sitting here and I wouldn't be talking to y'all
I'm
if I
thinking
didn't
you would
feel
have had
comfortable.
your backsplash up, man. You had your backsplash.
I didn't know we were on live until I seen him flipping around.
That's right. It was a little late. Yeah.
Yeah, I texted you. You said you ain't get off in time. So, man, when we gonna shut it down.
On the way home, bro. I was like, man, I ain't gonna make it in time. These guys are gonna be finished up. I was trying to jump on while I was in traffic to at least watch y'all and throw some words out there. But then all of a sudden I get home and y'all call me. I'm like, okay, well, I guess they're on.
Yeah, we have been on, man. We just
been on.
We
Dude, I'm trying to here to help some battles out here, man. Look, I just got my first letter from the VA about my benefits today.
nice.
So
Probably gotta go to the doctor.
I'd like to give a shout out. I don't know if she's listening. I don't know if she's part of this, but she and the Grunt. But Miss Sergeant Abbott that I was in with, she helped me out.
Hey, that's what's up. She still, man. Sergeant Abbott still be showing love.
That's good, man.
Hey, bro, like for real, like if you ain't seeking it out, hey, look, you guys, I'm one of those guys that my dad, of course, was military, and my whole entire family is military. But I also have a lot of battles and some previous people that were experienced before with military told me I was the type of guy. I'm the type of guy that I don't want help if I don't need help.
All right.
At the same time, I was told by several people that you need to get the help if the opportunity is there, right? Because you did your part, right? There's people out there seeking benefits that don't even do their part or don't even reach out and did their part. They're out there seeking the same benefits you are, and they're getting it because they took the opportunity for it. You need to take yourself out of that mindset of that I'm okay. Go out there and seek that help, you guys. Hey, you gotta go out there and do it, man. Don't
Goddamn
take
right.
that as, hey, I don't need it. I don't have to have it. Hey, government's there. You know what? They're out there giving free money to people. Why not you get the free money, right? Go out there and get your money, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. You gotta get it, man. Shit. Tell you the truth, you did your job, man. America owe you, goddamn it. Not really owe you, but hey, it's
And they do. Hell yeah.
that's just it's
fine.
kind of like not taking the higher position. Like, oh, I ain't gonna apply for it because I don't think I deserve this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Just go get it,
You
man.
gotta do it. Hey, it doesn't hurt to try, right? You never make it anywhere in life if you don't try, right?
Especially if you
And
got
it's-
family,
if it's
man, to
extra money
take
in your
care of.
pocket
Gotta
to
get it,
help
man.
you- Hey, if it's extra money in your pocket to help you and your family,
Straight
hey,
up.
that's what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for my family. I did it for my family when I first got in. I did it not even knowing. I did it for my family, my friends, and everything else, right? That's why also I'm seeking out my benefits because the government's going to help me with my family. Guess what? Because at the end of the day, it's going to make me happy. It's going to make them happy. It's going to help us all together because everything right now is about money. You know what? I ain't about money, and I ain't about just seeking out again, just to reap off the benefits. But I'm out there because everybody else is, and why not? One of the guys that client helped me make my decision was a guy from the Korean War. He was like, hey, dude, he goes, there's people out there seeking unemployment. They don't need unemployment.
Right.
That are getting benefits and getting the stuff that you should be getting.
Yeah.
Because you served, because you put your time in, because you're willing to do something for them.
You killing motherfuckers. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. My bad. Just KXAE, they might want to share that shit. My bad.
You say
Nothing like that.
KXAE.
They might be out in that bit. Who knows?
Hey, look, hey, you guys, if my fellow battles out here watching this right now, if you need a page, a resource, I got added to one on Facebook, and I'll see if I can share the link on here, you guys. There's a page on there if you're feeling some type of way or feeling some things that you didn't feel prior to deployment or into your military experience. Hey, man, they got all kinds of helpful information on there to help you kind of like, oh, man, that's what I've been doing. I didn't know that was part of that. So, hey, man, there's a lot of things you can seek out there for your benefits, man. Hey, you need to really take the time, take a step back, make that call, go out there and visit that person that's willing to help you out. There's a lot of people out there willing to help us, and you got to put in the time, right? If you don't put in the time, you ain't gonna get a dime.
Hell nah. That was a good one. You put the
Hey,
time in.
you don't
put
get
the
it
time.
down. Well, on that down, we gonna say we out.
Yeah, we
It's
out,
prime
man.
time.
Miles,
9:55.
We gonna get you on next time, man.
I'm
We gonna
going
get it
to the
poppin'.
house to chill out with my wife. Hey, man, y'all have a blessed and wonderful Sunday. Hopefully, y'all had a great time on this Grunt Speak by Grunts for Grunts, where everybody welcome, where everybody cannot and will not be a member. 11B, 11 Mike, 11 Charlie, 0311. You know the identifier you hold. You know the story is told. Thank you for tuning in, Mr. Team Miles. Appreciate that. Supporting the love and everybody else who's seen us tuning in. Whiskey Charlie, it was good to get you on, brother. Better late than never. You know how the infantry
yeah.
do. We gonna hit the objective, but y'all have a blessed and wonderful Sunday, and we'll see y'all next week. We out.
Salute.
Peace. All right, now.